Here we are at stop 2 on the Rooftile Trail. It's a beautiful old chapel from the Byzantine period, 10th or 11th century. And we're looking here at Byzantine roofs, which had changed very little from the Roman period, and they're found on the older chapels around Pano and Kato Lefkara. Interestingly, archaeology students found them at the old olive mill when the floor was excavated to allow for 3 buildings to be relinked. The discovery told us that a building had been there for around 1,000 years, maybe longer, because Roman Empire roof tiles are the same as Byzantine ones. The ancient roofs were ceramic, usually terracotta, and consisted of an imbrex and a tegula. Roof tiles were overlapping. The tegula, in Greek solines, was a plain flat tile, or later a flat tile with a raised edge, which was laid flat upon the roof, while the imbrex, which is a curved tile, semicircular, covered the gap like a bridge over the gap, like a half pipe. A well-made and properly imbricated, which means overlapped, roof was watertight, and there was no need for further waterproofing or sealant. Such roofs can still be found today in Athens, Rome, and Istanbul, which was classical Constantinople. And they were used in ancient Greek, Roman and Byzantine architecture as a waterproof and durable roof covering. The timeline of use was around 4,000 years. In Rome, they replaced wooden shingles and were used on every type of structure, from humble outbuildings to grand temples and public facilities. There were several interesting features. The last row of tiles, where the water ran off the roof, was modified to spread the flowing water so it dripped off rather than whooshed off. The modification was made by the tile maker with his or her fingers. We call it a spreader. The most complex modification I've seen was on Roman roof tiles in Alba Iulia in Romania, and consisted of concentric half circles. The imbrex tile, being half round, resulted in an inviting nesting place for small birds at the roof edge. The pragmatic classical period roofers came up with an antefix, which were often decorated and had several decorative anthemoria to cover each end row imbrex. They typically had the face of a god or demigod. Hermes and Athena were common. The Roman antefixes often had animals, maybe representing a particular legion, and this, we think, is the start of zoomorphism in roof tiles, with the wild boar being a good example. The tegulae also sometimes had zoomorphic stamps, representing the maker or the legion using the building. The concept of imbrex and tegula roofing in pitched roof construction is still used today by architects and builders as an international feature of style and design, and is the origin of the term imbrication for the condition of things arranged in overlapping layers. Archangel Michael's Chapel in Kato Lefkara is the second stop on the Rooftiles Heritage Trail. Your next stops are Scarinu, Katodris and Pano Lefkara villages, where you'll hear different stories about roof tiles. Find the link to the map of the trail in the description to this video below, or contact the Mola Culture Factory for more details.